How's it going, everybody? The PlayStation Ready Set Play sale is running from now until August 26th, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. If any physical editions exist, you can find them down in the description, but with that out of the way, that's enough yapping from me, so let's get straight into it. For $3, 85% off, Oaken is a roguelike hero-oriented strategy game set in a mythical Celtic-inspired world stretched among the branches of the Great Oak, where spirits battle to heal or destroy it after losing the guiding voice of the Oak Song. Fight unique tactical battles on a hexagonal grid where position and rotation matter, explore a randomly generated map packed with bosses and events, and upgrade your spells and spirits your own way. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 75 hours to platinum. For $4, 85% off, Saturnalia is a third-person roguelite horror adventure where you control 4 characters, exploring an ancient Sardinian village steeped in folklore and experiencing an intergenerational story full of dark secrets. The village constantly reconfigures itself after each death, forcing you to use each character's unique abilities to uncover new areas and piece together the narrative in a non-linear, immersive world. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off, Stasis follows John Marichek, who awakens from stasis aboard a seemingly abandoned spacecraft in the distant future to unravel the gruesome mysteries around him. Combine items, interact with computers, and solve puzzles across the dark corners of the Groom Lake, gathering clues while experiencing a gritty atmosphere brought to life through professional voice acting and retro isometric point-and-click gameplay. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $2, 85% off, Heidelberg 1693 is a challenging 2D action platformer set in zombie-infested 17th century Germany, where you play as one of French King Louis XIV's musketeers battling through authentic historical locations in a somber tale with multiple paths and endings. The signature musket mechanic adds strategic depth, one powerful shot at a time with a long reset, complemented by beautifully animated sprites and cutscenes inspired by silent era films. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $2, 90% off, Roguebook is a roguelike deck builder where you assemble a team of 2 heroes and fight through a magical book that reshapes itself, shifts layouts, and evolves unpredictably every time you open it. You build your deck mid-run, combine hero abilities, and adapt to constantly shifting encounters using cards, relics, and gems that reward synergy, strategic planning, and creative thinking for maximum effect. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, and there's unfortunately a broken trophy making the platinum currently unobtainable. For $3, 70% off, Hexologic is a relaxing Sudoku-inspired logic puzzle game built on hexagonal grids, where you combine dots in 3 directions to match target sums across over 90 levels spanning 6 unique worlds, each with distinct gameplay mechanics. Accessible to newcomers yet deeply satisfying for puzzle veterans, it pairs elegant, language-independent mechanics with beautiful visuals and an immersive, atmospheric soundtrack. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $1, 90% off, Adventures of Chris is a 90s-inspired platformer following a chubby kid with wacky superpowers as he travels the globe fighting bizarre villains, samurai cats, cyborg penguins, whiny vampires, after being kidnapped and turned into a balloon by cartoon baddies. Explore 9 locations in any order, customize special moves and spells, and tackle 2 bonus modes including a tougher mean mode and full developer commentary track. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off, Vesper Zero Light Edition follows 7, a small android crossing a fallen world thousands of years after the Vesper protocol, hunted by merciless machines and armed with nothing at all. Find the drive gun to absorb light from various sources, create dark spots to hide in, inject light into machinery to open portals and traps, and control opponents with light before disposing of them to decide the fate of your race. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 200 hours to platinum. For $3, 80% off, Bonkies is a jolly party game about cooperation and space construction, tasking a team of monkeys with raising quirky constructions on distant planets by stacking blocks to fit an outline. Team up with up to 4 friends using a banana-fueled jetpack and robo-arm, handle wacky blocks like magnets, rockets, and nuclear fusion cubes, choose your champion from monkeys, dogs, and cats, and earn bananas by beating time scores. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 60% off, Habroxia 2 is a non-linear retro space shooter that follows ace pilot Sabrina as she journeys into a dangerous star system to rescue her missing father after a devastating assault on free space. Battle through branching mission packs packed with screen-filling boss fights, upgrade and fine-tune your ship with powerful weapons and stat boosts, and dive into New Game Plus for tougher enemies and challenges, all wrapped in crisp pixel visuals. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4, 80% off, Mosaic is a surrealistic adventure game where players experience the monotonous, lonely life of a worker in a cold, overpopulated city, moving through endless crowds and enduring the repetitive grind of corporate life. Strange and unsettling events gradually disrupt the routine, pulling players into a haunting exploration of urban isolation, existential dread, and the feeling of being just another cog in a vast, indifferent system. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3, 85% off, Helvetii is a 2D action roguelite set in ancient Gaulish mythology where you choose from 3 unique characters, a fierce war chief, a dexterous fox-turned-man, or a cunning druid, and fight through hordes of creatures to stop a creeping rot consuming the land. Combo strings, parries, juggles, projectiles, and powers from primal deities reshape each randomized run, offering a fresh challenge across multiple playthroughs. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4, 80% off, Dex is a 2D action RPG set in a sprawling cyberpunk city where you fight, hack, and navigate a dangerous underworld while evading a mysterious tentacular organization and deadly adversaries. You traverse Harbor Prime making allies, choosing your approach as a silent assassin, hacker, diplomat, or gunfighter, with real-time combat, interactive dialogue, and a mature storyline that rewards exploration and strategic thinking. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4, 80% off, Starward Rogue Complete Edition is a frenetic, twin-stick bullet hell roguelite, bundling the acclaimed base game with its expansive augmented DLC for an even bigger challenge. Pilot one of 9 unique mechs through the megalith, a shifting labyrinth carved into the side of a star, blasting through over 500 handcrafted rooms packed with over 150 enemy types, 20 bosses, and traps like pulse turrets and flamethrowers. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $2, 80% off, Golf Club Nostalgia is a unique urban wasteland adventure golf game where you play through crumbling monuments, abandoned malls, and decaying museums, each hole telling its own story. You explore a desolate Earth, piecing together humanity's fall through the lone golfer Charlie's journey, radio nostalgia broadcasts from Mars, and the observations of his secret spectator, all set to a nostalgic, purposefully composed soundtrack. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5, 80% off, Killer Frequency is a horror comedy first-person puzzle game set in 1987, where you play a late-night radio DJ running the graveyard shift in a small town and must save callers from a mysterious killer. You'll solve puzzles, explore a fully interactive retro radio station, gather clues, and make real-time decisions through branching dialogues while interacting with eccentric townsfolk, all under the pressure that every call could mean life or death. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4, 70% off, Gimmick Special Edition is a challenging physics-based platformer, bringing Sunsoft's NES Classic into the modern era with online leaderboards, trophies, time attack, save and quick load, and a rewind function. You'll control Yumataro, a star-summoning yokai, navigating intricate levels, solving platforming puzzles, and reaching hidden areas, while outwitting tough enemies in precise gameplay that rewards creativity and skill. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4, 75% off, Dandara Trials of Fear Edition is a stunning 2D Metroidvania platformer where you play as Dandara, a courageous heroine rising to bring hope to the oppressed world of Salt. Defy gravity as you leap across floors, walls, and ceilings, explore mystical realms, uncover hidden secrets, and battle enemies determined to maintain oppression, all with fluid, fast-paced movement that rewards skill, reflexes, and strategy. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $2, 85% off, Red Faction 2 is a futuristic first-person shooter set on 22nd century Earth, where a squad of nanotech-enhanced soldiers rises against a corrupt dictator. You'll play as Elias, utilize powerful explosives, command a specialized squad, and battle through urban war zones, fortified military strongholds, and treacherous environments using vehicles and heavy weaponry to topple Chancellor Sopot's oppressive regime. It's an 84 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4, 75% off, Songbird Symphony is a charming musical platformer where orphan chick Burb sets off to discover his origins, chirping to activate platforms and singing to forest residents as he learns new notes for rhythm battles against the creatures of a stunning pixel art world. Collect hidden musical notes, uncover secrets, and perform good deeds that add new layers of beats to the soundtrack as you guide Burb through a heartwarming journey of self-discovery. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4, 75% off, Atomicrops is an action roguelite farming simulator where you inherit your late uncle's farm in a post-apocalyptic wasteland and must grow mutated crops, fend off mutants and bandits, and survive nightly attacks. Plant, water, and harvest your Atomicrops while upgrading weapons, courting townsfolk to fight and farm alongside you, and developing your farmhouse for persistent bonuses across runs. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 50 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 75% off, Action Arcade Wrestling is a chaotic, over-the-top wrestling game inspired by 90s classics, featuring a roster of over 30 outrageous wrestlers with superhero-like abilities, body slams, pile drivers, clotheslines, and yes, lightning bolts to the face. Download hundreds of user-generated wrestlers and arenas via the Wrestle Lab companion app, from beloved superheroes to feared monsters to an actual shopping cart. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $1, 90% off, Pinstripe is a darkly charming adventure where you explore 6 hauntingly beautiful levels of hell, using your slingshot to battle bizarre beasts and uncover the secrets surrounding Teddy and Bo's tragic fate. Sniff out clues with your loyal pet George, interact with eccentric characters, and piece together the world's lore, all brought to life by a creator-composed soundtrack and celebrity voice cameos. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $2, 75% off, Yars Recharged sends you on a daring attack against the enemy homeworld, guarded by mechanical hives pulsing deadly cannons and swirling missile flurries. Shoot from range, dart forward to nibble away at defenses, gather energy by destroying shields to power up your massively destructive Zorlon cannon, master the rhythm of each boss, and take on 30 unique bosses across arcade and mission modes with local co-op support. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Inertial Drift is a retro-futuristic, 90s-inspired arcade racer that reinvents drifting with its groundbreaking twin-stick control system, giving players unparalleled precision and flow. Every car offers a completely different handling system, encouraging mastery as you take on tight mountain passes, sweeping highways, and neon-soaked cityscapes across a variety of modes including story-driven races, arcade challenges, and competitive play. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.